EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Second and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Number 28. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
That's to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
The Raiders field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Damian Williams.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
Mahomes.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Tackled.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Kendrick Thompson on the tackle.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 3, Chiefs 0.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Pass complete to number 8.
Henry Ruggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-0.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Chiefs 0.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Raiders will take over now first and 10.
29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now it's second and 9. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A 5-yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st down, Raiders.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts
1st down,
as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And the Raiders have got him. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 44. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On the play. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Past the 20. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
His kick is good.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Chiefs, nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Mecole Hardman. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. To throw his car. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. The 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
To Damian Williams.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Sammy Watkins, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go one more.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Raider first down.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
On the tackle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And 6 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Carlson is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run it again with Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Raiders 47-yard line.
Now Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams.
Mahomes pass.
A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, nearly another pick, my goodness.
Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I'm here all day. 43! 43!
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.